In the Invincible universe, many villains are powerful, many are ruthless, and many are terrifying. But only one Viltrumite is remembered not just for his strength, but for his love of violence. His name is Conquest. Conquest is not a conqueror for glory, loyalty, or duty. He fights because he enjoys pain, destruction, and suffering. Even among Viltrumites, a race known for brutality, Conquest stands out as something truly horrifying. In this video, we will explore Conquest's full comic book story, his role in the Viltrumite Empire, his legendary battles, what makes him different from other Viltrumites, and finally answer the big question, will Conquest ever return? Who Conquest really is. Conquest is one of the oldest Viltrumites still alive during the events of Invincible. His body tells his story before he even speaks. He is missing an arm. One of his eyes is gone. His body is covered in scars. These injuries were not accidents. They are proof that Conquest has survived battles that killed entire civilizations. Unlike younger Viltrumites, Conquest does not believe in strategy, patience, or subtle control. He represents the ancient Viltrumite mindset, domination through fear and overwhelming force. Where other Viltrumites conquer planets quietly over time, Conquest arrives openly and destroys resistance instantly. He doesn't care about ruling planets. He cares about breaking them. What makes him terrifying is his personality. Conquest smiles during combat. He jokes while fighting. He laughs when his enemies beg or suffer. Violence is not a duty to him. It is entertainment. Conquest's role in the Viltrumite Empire. The Viltrumite Empire uses Conquest as a punishment and correction tool. When a planet resists too strongly or when a Viltrumite fails their mission, Conquest is sent. His job is not to govern. His job is to remind worlds why resisting Viltrumites is pointless. By the time Conquest appears in the story, he has already helped destroy or subjugate countless planets. Entire civilizations fell simply because Conquest arrived. Even other Viltrumites respect him, not because they like him, but because they fear him. The Empire understands one thing clearly. If Conquest fails, that means the enemy is truly dangerous. Why Conquest comes to Earth. After Omni-Man fails to fully conquer Earth and abandons his mission, the Viltrumite Empire begins to lose patience. Mark Grayson, Invincible, is seen as weak, emotional, and too human. Earth continues to resist. So the Empire sends Conquest. When Conquest arrives on Earth, he does not rush to destroy it. Instead, he searches for Mark. To Conquest, Mark is the real problem. If Invincible breaks, Earth will fall easily. Conquest versus Invincible, first battle. The first battle between Conquest and Invincible is one of the most brutal fights in the entire Invincible comic series. From the very beginning, Conquest completely overwhelms Mark. His strength, speed, and combat experience are far beyond anything Mark has faced before. Conquest does not fight to win quickly. He drags the fight out. He insults Mark's human emotions. He mocks his desire to protect people. He intentionally causes destruction just to emotionally torture him. What shocks Conquest is Mark's refusal to give up. Even while severely injured, Mark continues to fight. This frustrates Conquest. He did not expect a half-human Viltrumite to survive this long. The fight ends with Mark pushing past his limits and defeating Conquest, barely. Both fighters are left broken. Conquest is captured instead of killed. Conquest in captivity. While imprisoned, Conquest shows no fear, no regret, and no weakness. He waits patiently. He knows he will escape, and eventually he does. This period shows something important. Conquest is not insane. He is calm, intelligent, and fully aware of what he is. He simply enjoys violence. Conquest's final return. When Conquest returns, he is angrier than before, not because he lost, but because Mark humiliated him. This second battle is different. There is no taunting, no games, only rage. Mark, now stronger and more experienced, understands that Conquest cannot be allowed to live. The fight is savage and personal. Mark finally kills Conquest, ending the threat permanently. This moment changes Mark forever. It forces him to accept that some enemies cannot be spared. Conquest's powers and why he is so deadly. Conquest possesses all standard Viltrumite abilities: super strength, extreme speed, flight, enhanced senses, and incredible durability. But what sets him apart is experience. He has fought more battles than most Viltrumites combined. Despite missing an arm and an eye, Conquest fights at elite levels. His pain tolerance is extreme. He does not slow down when injured. In fact, injuries excite him. He is not the strongest Viltrumite, but he is one of the most dangerous. Why Conquest looks so damaged? Conquest's body is full of scars, missing teeth, and mechanical parts. This is important. Most Viltrumites heal extremely fast and avoid lasting damage. Conquest does not care. He never retreats, never dodges if dodging reduces the thrill of battle. Over centuries, this reckless fighting destroyed parts of his body. Instead of healing or slowing down, he replaced damaged parts with cybernetic enhancements. This shows he values battle over perfection. He accepts pain. He does not fear becoming less pure Viltrumite. In Viltrumite culture, this is almost disrespectful, but Conquest does not care. Conquest was never meant to win, only to break. Here's something wild. Conquest was not designed to conquer planets successfully. He was designed to fail loudly. The Viltrumite Empire already knew that some worlds would resist no matter what. Instead of wasting elite commanders, they sent Conquest to cause massive destruction, kill millions, scar the planet permanently, and then leave. Even if the planet survived, it would be mentally broken, making future conquest easier. Conquest wasn't a general. He was psychological warfare in living form. Conquest's family, does he have one? In the Invincible comics, Conquest's family is never shown or mentioned directly. Unlike Omni-Man, who has a wife and a son, Conquest is portrayed as a Viltrumite who has cut himself off from personal relationships completely. This is not a mistake or missing detail. It is a deliberate storytelling choice. Viltrumites, especially older ones like Conquest, do not value family the way humans do. They see relationships mainly as tools for reproduction or control, not emotional bonds. For Conquest, even that level of connection seems unnecessary. His entire identity is built around war, violence, and domination. He lives only for battle. Conquest's psychology. Why he is different from other Viltrumites. What truly separates Conquest from other Viltrumites is not just strength, but his mindset. Most Viltrumites believe in conquest as a duty. They conquer planets to expand the empire, secure resources, and ensure Viltrumite dominance. Conquest does not care about any of that. For him, conquest is personal. He enjoys fear, pain, and destruction. War is not a mission, it is his pleasure. Unlike Omni-Man or Thrag, who think strategically, Conquest fights emotionally. He wants to see his enemies suffer. He enjoys breaking their hope before breaking their bodies. This makes him unpredictable. He doesn't rush to finish fights. Instead, he slows them down, taunts his opponents, and drags out battles just to enjoy them longer. This sadistic nature makes him one of the most disturbing characters in the Invincible universe. Will Conquest return? In the Invincible comics, Conquest is dead. He does not return. His story is finished. However, in adaptations like the Invincible TV series, there is always a possibility of expanded scenes, flashbacks, or altered timelines. But according to comic canon, Conquest's death is permanent. His legacy lives on, not through resurrection, but through the impact he had on Mark Grayson and the story itself. Conquest was not just a villain, he was a test of strength, willpower, and morality. He showed what Viltrumites truly are when stripped of rules and restraint. Even after his death, Conquest remains one of the most unforgettable characters in the Invincible universe. If you enjoyed this comic-accurate breakdown and want more Invincible stories, power explanations, and character deep dives, make sure to subscribe to Anime X Comic. Comment below who you want next: Thrag, Battle Beast, Omni-Man, or Alan the Alien. Thanks for watching, and then I'll see you in the next video.